Alrighty, I know it's been a good couple of weeks since the last time I've done one of these because of technical difficulties. Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, the Sci-Fi Trucking Vet, and the technical difficulties that I'm having with recording video on a cell phone, which happen to be the only means right now as far as making these videos, that I get frustrated when I look at the counter on top of the video that I'm making. There would be one saying how many minutes have passed by when you're recording and how many minutes you have left. So for the past couple of weeks I've been trying to figure out how could I expand the time, increase the time, and somehow I am ending up with 5 minutes left of video time, and 2 of those minutes is already passed, and I got a 15-minute content to produce. So I'm sitting here, I'm looking at my cell phone, I'm looking at what apps I'm not using, what games I'm not playing, what pictures are stupid, duplicated, triplicated, trying to get rid of all that stuff. It almost worked until I looked at the settings, see how much memory I have left, and at that point I had 5 gigabytes left, and that's not much. And of course I'm using my cell phone for work as well. Take a picture of the manifest and doing what's called a transflow. Sending documents to my work or to my company that I work for. So I came up with another idea: buying a thumb drive and transferring some of the files that I still care about, transferred to that thumb drive. And once it's on the thumb drive, go ahead and delete those files on the phone. It almost worked, and I'm still stuck with 5 gigabytes of memory. Until I'm looking at it real closely and see there's this nice big long gray line that says trash. This is how I understood what delete is. You hit delete and it's gone forever. Now I hit delete on this note, and somehow it went from delete transfers to a trash. And the trash bin has been growing ever since 2018. This is how long I had this note, since 2018. And anytime I hit delete, it goes in that trash bin. And that trash bin has been growing and growing. So, I went ahead and deleted those items again out of the trash, and now I got, I think the gigabytes on my cell phone now is now up to 60% full. So I got 40% left. So that was my dilemma for the past couple of weeks. And of course, got me a new toy to help improve the audio quality of the videos. Hopefully we'll get the speaker to learn how to speak, learn how to talk in these videos. Now, for the past couple of videos, or for a month, I've been talking about wanting to do a recap review of Captain Harlock. I'm still planning on doing that, and that's what happened a couple weeks ago when I wanted to do this video and I couldn't do it. So I have to go review my notes again and come back at you later about the computer-generated anime Captain Harlock. So, what has happened for the past couple of weeks? Well, of course, Star Trek Discovery has the second half of Star Trek Discovery came back. I think I already talked about the first episode that came back, and I was disappointed. The second and third episodes is vastly improved. Now, there are still haters. Yeah, I'm going to call them haters because it is not what they expected. Yes, the vision of Gene Roddenberry, part of it is there, part of it is not there anymore. The part of it that is still there, which is still true from the original series, that any walk of life still can coexist in the same workspace and function as a team, just like in the original series. Well, you got a Russian, a Japanese, someone from Africa, a country boy, a white boy, a Scottish boy, and of course an alien, legalized, of course. They were a team. They know how to work. Well, now in Discovery, you still got an alien, and I've been hearing things about, how woke Discovery is. Well, can you say the same thing about the original series? Can you say the same thing about Next Generation, DS9, Voyager, hell, even Enterprise? Can you call those shows woke? Because you see something you don't like that's on there. And of course, I'm kind of referring to the gay, transgender, lesbian community that's on Star Trek Discovery. Well, guess what? That is still part of Gene Roddenberry's vision of everyone of different creed, different upbringings, different species, different whatever, still coexisting in the same workspace. Peacefully. I told you in the first couple of videos, I'm going to like something that you don't like. And I might hate something that you like. Why? Because this is America. What else was I was going at with this? The haters hating on Star Trek because it's not what they wanted. Including, well, okay, I'll tell you what, Picard, season 2, episode 1. I think that was more Star Trek than Star Trek Discovery will ever be, because Star Trek Discovery kind of reminds me of Buck Rogers in the 25th century. That old 1970s or 1980s TV show with Gil Grod and is it Aaron Gray? Yeah. That's what it kind of reminded me of. Is Discovery is like another version of Buck Rogers. You got something from the past, made its way into the future, and they're trying to help the future be a better place than when it was. So yeah, that's Star Trek Discovery for me. It's another Buck Rogers. Now, who is Buck Rogers on Star Trek Discovery? I think the whole crew. Picard season 2, like I said, it's more Star Trek than Discovery will ever be. And the thing that I'm glad they brought this back, brought this up, of course, at the series finale of Next Generation, Q has always said that the trial has never ended. And what was that last piece he said? Okay, I'm back. I had to re-look at that very last part of All Good Things, the series finale of Next Generation, where Q is telling Picard of the endless possibilities of existence. Man, these trucks are so loud. Charting the endless possibilities of existence. And I hope this second season of Picard will explore what Q has been talking about at the very end of Next Generation. Not just that the trial will never end for humanity. What will Picard do? Because it seems that since the end of Next Generation and all the, hang on, let me count the movies. Generations, the Borg Queen and her Jolly Men, Disobeying Direct Orders, and you got Mini-Me Chasing After Your Blood. Okay, so four movies since the end of Next Generation, and you don't see anything that Q was talking about. Nothing about the charting the endless possibilities of existence. It was status quo since the end of Next Generation, even up to season 1 of Picard. Okay, maybe just a little bit of, finding out that there is a sentient race of artificial intelligence. But I think Q was expanding more on the other possibilities of existence, other than in the physical form, in the physical place that they're in. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for season 2. What else has came out? I already talked about Book of Boba Fett. Oh yeah, and now's the other thing. You look on YouTube, it's either something about Star Wars, like it or hate it, something about Star Trek, like it or hate it, and that's it. Well, recently I started watching other stuff. Captain Harlock was one of them. I had to watch that movie so many times to figure out what I want to talk about, and I probably have to go watch it again to figure out what I want to talk about. And I rediscovered an old 1980s movie with Kirk Douglas in it. Actually, there was 2 Kirk Douglas movies I've seen recently. The Final Countdown, even though it's not science fiction per se, but the science fiction part is there. And of course Saturn 3. When I was a kid and I watched that on TV, I thought that was a great movie. Until I grew up and watched it again and wondered, what in the world did I just watch? So, but I need to finish watching that movie. So Kirk Douglas, Farrah Fawcett, and Harvey Keitel. Yeah, in Harvey Keitel, you can't even tell that was him. Such a young, baby face of Mr. Keitel. Oh, let's see. Oh yes, and of course, most recently, um, the second season of Masters of the Universe. Well, I'll take that back. I'll let you know what I'm talking about here. That one. Mm, not that one. So, but we'll talk about him too. So, I'm kind of wondering why in the world there were two versions of He-Man on Netflix. And I'm still have to wonder about it. I know that Kevin Smith's rendition of, or actually the continuation of the original 1980 series, um, I liked it. I know a lot of people will not agree with me on it. I think, well, obviously the story is more about Teela than it is He-Man in a coming of age type of thing. And the other He-Man, of course, is obviously a kid's, a young adult kid's. Sorry, that bad dinner is coming back up. A young adult kid's TV show. But I think the storyline is pretty solid on this one. So I'm not binge watching Masters of the Universe because right now I just went through episode 1 yesterday and now I'm watching through episode 2 today. And I'll pick up with episode 3 tomorrow. And I'll give you my 2 cents about those. Man. Okay, so I'm watching these. It's right now 8:15, and these truckers are desperately looking for a spot to pull over and call it a night. Sony's truck stops can be big, and there's a lot of them that are. You're wondering why do they even exist if they are. Yeah, if they don't have the capacity to even hold 10 or more trucks. But here's the general rule of thumb for us truckers. If you're not there at 4 o'clock p.m. to shut down, well, between 4 and 6, after 6 o'clock, you're screwed. p.m. 6 o'clock p.m., you're screwed. So, it goes like this. Loves, I'm talking about truck stops. Loves, Pilot, Flying J, TA, and your rest stops. In that order. Now, in my opinion, Loves is one of the better truck stops. I think their showers are more cleaner. The showers and bathrooms are a lot more cleaner than Flying J or Pilot. And of course, TA is just trashy. Now, the reason I kept rest stops last because those are the last ones to fill up. They will not have showers. Be lucky if their bathroom's open and it's clean. And I mean, it's alright. it's doable. But yeah, so it's 8:15. Trucks are rolling around, and they're desperately looking for a spot to pull over. I did not get a spot, but I'm parked alongside, off to the side, away from the main flow of traffic at this truck stop. So, anyways, that'll just give you an idea of what's been going on, technical difficulties and all, and probably here shortly, I will definitely put out. I guess I'll probably talk about the Masters of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, the kiddie version of the two He-Man shows on Netflix. So I'll give you my 2 cents on the first 3 episodes. I'll probably have to watch those again. So, anyways, that's what's been going on, and that is my 2 cents for now. So, oh, I know I usually would say something. I don't know. I guess I'll just say Hundo, Nanu, and live long and prosper. This is Sci-Fi Truckin' Vet signing off. 10-4, over and out.